Yeah, I don't know what like prompted your narrator to like make that video. You sent me over to something during something, and it like triggered that. But I mean, I don't want to say anything about any of all that. I don't. I'm exhausted from like talking to my camera show thing. And the thing is, like, I don't really know like what I don't really want to bring that into it. But I mean, I'm saying like I don't know. It's the end of the day. I mean, your friend's like kind of been making a lot of videos, but I don't know what triggered me to say that. If that's like the right thing, I got the yellow number, but I don't know about the other numbers. But who am I to say in what way this is helpful to African American people? I mean, who the fuck knows what I'm? I mean, I don't even really know what she's doing down here. But like I'm saying, like I don't know, like something triggered me to say that. Like I saw the yellow, I saw the babies on the New Earth thing, I saw this and that, or I don't know what I did, but it triggered that to say like like yeah, that's the one way this would be. I'm saying like African American. I'm telling you, African American people are getting the out for. But see, I know because see, I now see this is another thing you could never tell anyone at any of these universities. Like the one what see because they had privileged parents, okay. But see, like I'm telling you about why I know this and why it's been like sort of painful for me to realize like of course like what's being done to black people at this time because right like when you've been locked out of everything, you don't realize what you don't realize what privilege feels. Seems to be obvious, and very often you're like fooled. And like like I said, my father at the end of his life, like, because he grew up in a ghetto and everything, like a white ghetto, but I mean a Jewish ghetto, whatever. Like right, like at the end of his, finally got like into the higher classes. He like realized all the things someone could have told him, like that he didn't know he was listening. He thought he just didn't. There's so much awareness when you're locked out of things that like he wished he'd had. Well, Jesus, it's exponentially larger for like African American people. Like it was the idea of like that I could go to graduate school and say like what the professor's saying like they're a bunch of children. Like that takes a lot of privilege to be looking from that space. No, like people have been historically held down, aren't going to be able to like say it, see it, or believe it like necessarily. Who could And when all the people like me are getting locked in nut houses and stuff. I mean, but that's the harm that all the universities would be harming African American people at this time, particularly with what they're claiming is like an educated political opinion about the world, or not, or that telling them things about and part of their bullshit that tell African American people that people like me are racist neo Nazis. I have a Star of David on my arm just because I want to put the people who run the universities and the people who think they're educated in our country into an oven doesn't mean that I'm a neo-Nazi.